सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Today I will give you the summary of the 5th chapter, titled Karma Sannyasa Yoga. This chapter name is Karma Sannyasa because the main topic is Vidvat Sannyasa and its difference from Sankhya Yoga or Ashrama Sannyasa. Vidvat Sannyasa is different from Ashrama Sannyasa. Ashrama Sannyasa means externally taking sannyasa ashrama, changing the robes, color. That is called Ashrama Sannyasa. Vidvat Sannyasa is different. The difference is Vidvat Sannyasa is internal sannyasa. It is nothing to do with external change. Vidvat Sannyasa is that when the person disidentify with body-mind complex, he is called Vidvat Sannyasi. Aham na dehaha. I am not this body, I am not this mind. Once that person recognizes the fact, he is called Vidvat Sannyasi. Ashrama Sannyasi is one who is taking the sannyasa ashrama, that is Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga means, in 3rd chapter Lord Krishna said, Lokesmin dvividha nishtha pura prokta mayanagha. 2 lifestyles I have given at the time of creation. One is Sankhya Yoga, that sannyasa ashrama, lifestyle. Grihastha ashrama, lifestyle. Householder, lifestyle. Lifestyle is different from internal transformation. Lord Krishna, in the 4th chapter of Visa, Lord Krishna emphasized the internal sannyasa. Jnanena karma sannyasa. Jnana karma sannyasa yoga, 4th chapter, Lord Krishna emphasized internal sannyasa. In this 5th chapter, Lord Krishna emphasized external sannyasa is not compulsory. External sannyasa is not compulsory. So in this chapter there are 6 topics we can divide. First topic is the 2 lifestyles, sannyasa ashrama, 2 lifestyles Bhagavan Krishna gives. One is Sankhya Yoga or sannyasa ashrama, and Karma Yoga. From 1 to 6 shlokas he gives that. And the second topic, Karma Yoga, he elaborately explained from 7 to 12 shlokas. Especially 7, 10 and 11, 12. Not 8, 9, 7, 10, 11, 12. Then third topic, he mentions Vidvat Sannyasa. Vidvat Sannyasa and that person's wisdom. How a Vidvat Sannyasi is having the wisdom. What type of wisdom he is having? In 8th, 9th, 13 to 21 slokas, Vidvat Sannyasa and his wisdom. 8, 9, 13 to 21. Then fourth topic, importance of Vairagyam. Importance of Vairagyam, 22 and 23. Then the fifth topic, Vairagya means detachment. Fifth topic, Videha Mukti. In 24, 25, 26, Videha Mukti. Sixth topic is instructions on meditation. Instructions on meditation. Now we will see one topic from the first verse onwards. I will give a brief summary. This chapter begins with the question by Arjuna. The first verse itself, Sannyasam karmanam Krishna punaryogam cha shamsasi. This question is based on the previous fourth chapter. Lord Krishna said in fourth chapter, 19, 21, 22, those slokas, Yasya sarve samarambhaha kama sankalpa varjitaha Jnanagni dagdha karmanam tamahu panditam buddha. He said in the fourth chapter. Then he said, he glorified that wisdom also. Whoever performed the action, that person through jnanam, his jnanam destroys his karma phalam. He said, jnanam, the phalam of jnanam, he said, and he glorified nirashir yatachittatma tyakta sarva parigraha shariram kevalam karma kurvan napnoti kilbisham. He will not get papa at all, even he does actions. That jnani. And he says, Edruchha labha santushtaha dvandva tito vimatsaraha. He is praising the jnani everywhere. Samasiddhava siddhaucha kritva apina nibadhyate. He will not bound by any action in spite of performance. Then he says, Tasmat ajnana sambhutam hristam jnanasinan. By the knowledge, the sword, you have to destroy, knowledge sword you have to use. Chitvainam samshayam Krishna, Arjuna, samshayam yogam. You destroy your doubts through jnanam. Having said this much about jnanam, glorifying the jnanam, and he says, therefore you fight in this battle. Do your duty, karma, he says. Therefore, Arjuna, mistaken here, confused. Praising jnanam, atma jnanam, and the phalam, glorifying that, and asking me to do this karma. What Bhagavan Krishna said, ashrama sannyasa means Sankhya Yoga and Karma Yoga. They get jnanam indirectly. This is what Lord Krishna said. What Arjuna did, how he has mistaken in the second and 2 to 6, Lord Krishna is going to clarify that Vidvat sannyasa is real sannyasa. Lord Krishna want to say, Vidvat sannyasa is real sannyasa, which can coexist with your actions. Vidvat sannyasa is that which can coexist with your performance of duties. ashrama sannyasa, in that you cannot perform the action and you cannot take sannyasa. Both are not possible. Action and sannyasa cannot coexist. Where in ashrama sannyasa, a sannyasa is that when you take literal sannyasa, you are renouncing the Vaidika karmas. That sannyasi, for him they remove the thread. Upanayana yagnopavitam, the tuft they remove. He is unfit for doing Vaidika karma. Nitya naimittika karma. So that is ashrama sannyasa, and performing duties cannot coexist. So therefore, vidvat sannyasa, their karma and actions and knowledge can coexist. So therefore, here we have to understand, because it is a mental renunciation. Mentally you renounce those actions through knowledge. Aham na karta. I am not the doer. I am not the enjoyer. That jnanena sannyasaha, vidvat sannyasaha. But in ashrama sannyasa, you cannot renounce like that. In grihastha ashrama, you cannot renounce. In sannyasa ashrama, you cannot perform the duties. So what? A grihastha ashrami, if he won't perform the actions, he cannot get chitta shuddhi. He has no right to renounce the actions. Sannyasi has no right to do actions. Clear? Sannyasi, once he has taken up, he is not supposed to do. But of course, many sannyasis are doing a lot of karmas. Adi parale, loka sangraha, they can do. But really a sannyasi is very, very less activity. So, inga nalla jagrathai purinjukonum. Grihastha cannot renounce the actions. Sannyasashrami should not do actions. Grihastha actions, nitya naimittika karma, agnihotram, samidhadanam, all these functions, going to all the functions, marriage, wedding, idella pandakudadu actually. Sannyasi should not go to receptions and all. A grihastha ashrami should go. So this is the ashrama Veda is the actions cannot coexist in sannyasa ashrama. He should not renounce, he should not perform. Whereas in vidvat sannyasi, either he is a grihastha, is a sannyasi, doesn't matter now. Action can coexist in him. Why? Because of jnanam. இது புரியல அர்ஜுனருக்கு. நமக்கு புரிஞ்சது, அர்ஜுனருக்கு புரியல நினைக்கிறேன். அதுக்கு தான் இது ஆஸ்கிங் கேள்வி, நமக்காக கேட்கிறார் அர்ஜுனர். ஓகே, now Lord Krishna advise Arjuna. So the chapter, the doubt is this: how a person can renounce his duty, without any attachment. How can he perform? Or how can he perform a duty without any attachment? How can he free from that action? Arjuna's question is, fourth chapter he said, he is free from the action, at the same time he performed the action, Bhagavan said. How is it possible? How person can perform the action and how can he be free from the action at the same time? Either person can walk or sit. A person can walk and sit also. Person can walk and sit. In this it is possible. Person can perform action, he can be free from the action at the same time. How na? That's what I am going to answer. Listen, Lord Krishna says. Krishna is finally what Arjuna, you are fit to be in Grihastha-ashrama, in the society. You need not go to Rishikesh camp. Camp போனாலும் திருப்பி வந்துடு. Perform your duty. So, Lord Krishna advising Arjuna to remain in the society and to become a Vidvat Sannyasa. To become Vidvat Sannyasa, Vidvat Sannyasi, you have to be in the society. Adu eppadi? Yes, it is possible. So Arjuna is going to listen the Lord's answer. So there is no contradiction in ashrama sannyasa, vidvat sannyasa. You have mistaken that ashrama sannyasa as the real sannyasa, vidvat sannyasa. What is real sannyasa, fake sannyasa? Rendu sannyasam irukka enna? Yes, there are two renunciations. Physically renunciation, I am a sannyasi, sannyasini. But internal sannyasa is very, very important. Internal sannyasa is very, very important. That is not visible outside. All of you are sannyasis, but not externally you are sannyasis. Yes? So the internal sannyasa is there. That's why Lord Krishna says from second shloka onwards, sannyasa karma yogascha nishreyasakara ubhau nishreyasakaro ubhau tayostu karma sannyasat karma yogaha vishishyate. For you, Arjuna, karma yoga is best. Nishreyasahan. So he says in this, that's what lokesmin dvividha nishthan. So your lifestyle must be grihastha-ashrama alone. You are not eligible for sannyasa-ashrama. Ashrama sannyasa. Therefore, gneyasya nitya sannyasi. What he says? Real sannyasi is one, he never hate anybody. Na dveshti na kankshati. Nirdvandvaha. He is free from all pairs of opposites. In both lifestyles, what is the condition? Either you are a grihastha-ashrami or a sannyasa-ashrami. The condition is raga dvesha rahitatvam. Be free from attachment and aversion. That is the condition. Ashrama is not the condition. Either you are in grihastha-ashrama or sannyasa-ashrama, but the condition is you have to be free from raga and dvesha. Either lifestyle, either one will help you to be free from karma yoga, also will help to be free from raga dvesha. Sankhya yoga also will be helpful. Therefore, continue in this lifestyle, he says. And he points out of these two lifestyles, sannyasa-ashrama and grihastha-ashrama, active life, that is grihastha-ashrama, only active life is possible for a common man. Grihastha-ashrama, active life is not possible in sannyasa-ashrama. Active life is not possible. Grihastha-ashrama, active life is possible. So for a common man, very important note, for a common man, active life is prescribed. For active life, grihastha-ashrama is prescribed. For a common man. Okay. So that is the point to be noted here. Because mental maturity is required for sannyasa-ashrama. Without mental maturity, you cannot enter into sannyasa-ashrama. Even vidvat sannyasa is not possible even though you are wearing just saffron clothes. If you don't have maturity, mental maturity, just wearing saffron clothes will not give that vidvat sannyasa, internal jnanam is not possible. So mental maturity is the criteria here. Hey Arjuna. So up to 6th verse. Yat sankhyaih prapyate sthanam tad yogairapi gamyate. That is the important point we have to note. Whatever is gained by that sannyasi, ashrama sannyasi, moksha, the same moksha can be attained by even grihastha ashrami also. Who is the example, best example? Janaka. Janaka is the best example. He is a grihastha ashrama. He is a grihastha ashrama householder, can attain moksha. And many people think only sannyasis only get moksha. No. Yat sankhyaih prapyate. That ashrama sannyasi, whatever he can attain, the same yogairapina grihastha ashrami also can attain. Ekam sankyam cha yogam cha. 5th shloka. Yah pashyati sapashyati. Whoever sees this sankhya yoga and karma yoga, both are stepping stones to get Atma Jnanam. Whoever sees, that person only really seeing properly in artham. You have to understand. Not only that, sannyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptum ayogataha. An immature person, this ashrama sannyasa is more troublesome. It is one-way traffic. You cannot come back. You cannot come back. Once you enter into sannyasa ashrama, dukkha aptum ayogataha. For immature people, it is difficult. Therefore, yoga yuktaha munir brahma achirena adhigacchati. So that yoga yuktaha means the person who take up the yoga, either sannyasa ashrama or grihastha ashrama, that yuktaha, a self-restrained person, will attain the goal. So after clarifying this much, Lord Krishna now entering from 7th to 11th shloka, talking about the karma yoga and the stages of progress. How a karma yogi progress, grihastha ashrami progress towards moksha. He points out this karma yogi, a grihastha ashrami, he perform all his duties with that bhavana, Ishwararpana bhavanaya. I am performing these duties for Ishvara's sake, Ishwararpana bhavanaya, nishkama karma. He performs. I am not doing for my sake, I am doing for Bhagavan's, Ishvara's sake. And another condition is prasada buddhya phalam svikaroti. When the result comes, this result is coming from the Lord. That is the bhavana. So this is the important attitude of a karma yogi. Ishwararpana buddhi and prasada buddhi. Ishwararpana buddhi while performing duties, prasada buddhi while taking the results. Taking unpleasant results you take or not, they will come. No, you have to accept. So he will not grumble, he will not murmur, he will not complain. That's all. So gradually he develop self-control. Because of titiksha, he get self-control. By bringing up the children, 1 or 2 children, what comes? Vairagyam will come automatically. No. After marriage, half of the vairagyam will come. A lot of things you have to handle. So gradually, he develop self-control, and ultimately discover the truth, his true nature, which is the same in all beings. So, Vishuddhatma, Vijitatma, 7th shloka he says, Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma Kurvannapi Nalipyate. Because of that Chitta Shuddhi, gradual self-control, purity, he goes to a guru, approach a guru and study Shastra systematically. And not here and there, 1 or 2 slokas once in a while. Because his aim is to get Jnanam, Atma Jnanam. Therefore, he surrendered to the teacher and study the Shastra systematically. Therefore, he finally attains that Samabhavana. Sarvam Atmama iti bhavana. Atma Jnanam prapnoti. Through Guru's teachings. This is very important. Guru's teachings will help him to get Vidvat Sannyasa. So you need not take external sannyasa. If you study properly Shastra, you will become a sannyasi. Nobody knows you are a sannyasi, but you are an internal sannyasi. This is safe, no? Very safe. So from in 8th, 9th shlokas, he gives the characteristics of that Jnani. 8, 9, except 10, 11, 12, from 8 to 20, the characteristics of that person, a wise person. Krishna discusses here the characteristics of a wise man and his wisdom also. Since he has identified with the self, pure self, Shuddha Atma, his nature as the same that of the self, that Atma Swarupam is my Swarupam. What is Atma Swarupam? Nitya Buddha Mukta Swarupaha Atma. Ajaha, Amaraha, Aprameyaha, Swaprakashaha. All these characteristics of Atma, he owns up, he claims, these are all my characters. He understands, he discovers. Therefore, how he behaves, it is like a Sthira Prajna Lakshanani. Pashyan, Shrindvan, Sprushan, Jigran. See the 8th shloka, 9th shloka, and up to 21st, except 10, 11, 12, all other slokas are characteristics. Pashyan, Shrunvan, Sprushan, Jigran, Ashnan, Gachan, Swapan, Shvasan. While eating, while talking, while all activities time also, while seeing also, he remembers his nature all the time. Pralapan, Visajan, Grandhan, Unmishan, Nimishan api, Indriyani, Indriyardheshu, Vartanta iti dharayan. Knowing that sense organs interacting with the sense objects, I am not interacting. Brahmani adhaya karmani. Sangam tyaktva karotiyaha. Whoever does actions without any attachment, he performs. Kayena manasa buddhya kevalaihi indriyairapi. 11th shloka. Just he says how he performs the action. After telling that, because of that knowledge, he behaves. Navadvaram, remaining in the 9 holes Puram, this body. But he knows that this body is doing that which is having 9 holes. Navadvare pure dehi. But what he understand? Naiva kurvan na karayan. I am not the doer, I am not the instigator. of doing actions. He knows that. Na kartrutvam na karmani lokasya srijati prabhu. So, no papa will come, nadatte kasyachit papam. Enakku papame kadiyadu. I don't get any sin. Okay, punyam, na sukritam. Even punyam also. Na chaiva sukritam vibhu. No punya also. Then even though there is no papa and punya, still he performs. Without any attachment. இதெல்லாம் முடியாத காரியம் சுவாமினி. முடியும் சொல்றாரு லார்ட் கிருஷ்ணா. எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் பண்ணி பாருங்க. அஜ்ஞானேனாவிருத்தம் ஞானம் தேன முஹ்யந்தி ஜந்தவஹ. deluded people, because of ignorance, self ignorance, they think we are doing, we are performing, we are enjoying, but this jnani knows. Jnanena ajnanam nashitam. Because of self knowledge, he has destroyed his self ignorance. Just as the sun, adityavat, just as the sun destroys the darkness, dispels the darkness, similarly he dispels the ignorance, and that when that jnanam arises, tad buddhayas tadatmanaha tannistha tatparayanaha. Because he remain in that, his abode is that, tannistha, always, therefore, gachanti apunaravrittim jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. 17th shloka. Because he is free from all punya and papa, apunaravrittim gacchati. He will go to that status where there is no return ticket. என்ன சுவாமினி, ரிட்டர்ன் டிக்கெட் இல்லாமலே அப்படி வேண்டாம். சில பேருக்கு ரிட்டர்ன் டிக்கெட் கையில வச்சிருந்தா டிராவல் பண்ணணும்னு. Here we should not take in a negative sense. Apunaravritti means he will not come back, he will get Jivan Mukti here itself. And Videha Mukti also. He understands that I have no Janma, I have no Mrityu. That is called Videha Mukti. Jivan Mukti, while living itself, he understands Aham Ajaha, birthless, Amaraha, deathless, Atma, Aham. Once even this body falls, this consciousness merges into total consciousness. This body perish one day or other. I am not the body. I have no Punarjanma. Ada apunaravritti means no punarjanma. What about this janma? இந்த ஜன்மாவே இல்லை எனக்கு, ஆத்மாக்கு இந்த ஜன்மாவே இல்லை. So a student is listening from the body standpoint. ஆத்மாக்கு ஜன்ம இல்லைன்னு டீச்சர் சொல்றான். உனக்கு ஜன்ம இல்லைன்னு சொன்னப்போ you don't have birth. You don't have birth means which you? Oh, see, appa. Original consciousness is not having birth, but body is having birth. So if I show like this, you should not take this body 5 feet, 5.5 feet, 6 feet body. That body is having birth and death. No one can avoid that. But your real nature is Atma. That Atma is not having birth and death. When ever Atma is never have any birth and death. Now also I don't have birth. What is having birth? Body. Since the body is there, I am manifesting in this body. Once the body perish, I don't manifest, I am there, available. Very, very difficult to swallow. What? This knowledge. To accept. This is very difficult. Unless I study systematically for 10 years, systematically, 10 years, it may be possible. Otherwise it's not possible. try all the best without studying Shastra. That's why don't waste your time. Krishna Paramatma says that person, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini. Because of this Atma Jnanam, he looks at every higher beings and lower beings also, even dog, cow, any other animal, elephant, even Brahmana, Pandita, well-learned person, even Chandala, he sees the Atma in everyone, in all beings. Samadarshanam. Brahmane Gavihastini. Shuni Chaiva Swapagesha. Pandita Samadarshanaha. He is having uniform vision. So Nirdosham Samham Brahma. Because Brahman, the consciousness Brahman is Dosha Rahitam. Nirdosham. How there is dosha possible? There is no dosha at all in me, the consciousness. Bodily nari irka dosham. Manasukulla dosham irka. Sattva rajas tamo gunatmika maya dosham huishtam. But the Atma, no limitations, no dosha at all. So therefore, because of that, another important what you can call trait of a gnani. Na praharshyet priyam prapya. When the pleasant is available, priyam prapya, na praharshyet. He will never get ecstasy. Na udvijet apriyam prapya. Never become unpleasant or depressed, suppressed, oppressed. Nothing will happen to him. No reaction. Even unfavorable situations, unpleasant result comes also, he will not be disturbed. Ever the same, no impulsive reactions. No ecstasy, no depression. And that 20th verse he says, Sthira buddhihi asammudaha. Because he is free from delusion, he is very steady, firm, Brahman with Brahmani sthitaha. Since he is abiding in Brahman. How is abiding Brahman? ஏதாவது தெரியுமா? வெளியில ஒன்னும் தெரியாது. Intellectual cognition. Only intellectual cognition. Nothing visible outside. அப்படியே இருப்பான். நம்ம மாதிரியே சாப்பிடுவா. சரி. Then why? What is the reason? Bahya sparsheshu asaktatma. He will not have any attachment to bahya sparsha. No craving, no crazy towards the external objects. The 21st he says, Vindati Atmani Yat Sukham. Without external objects, without association with wife, children, family members, relations, functions, without all these things, how a person can be happy? Is it possible? Are you just joking, Because he remains in Atmani eva Atmana tushtaha. Sa Brahma Yoga Yuktatma. Remaining in Brahman, therefore he is able to Sukham, Akshaya Sukham Ashnude. Idelle droplet Sukham. Anubhavananda, ice cream Ananda, Rasagulla Ananda, son Ananda, daughter Ananda, promotion Ananda, salary Ananda, all these Anandas are bit Ananda. This peace born out of this Ananda will go away into pieces. But Akshaya Sukham, imperishable peace he gets only Atma Jnani. No one can get. So 22 and 23. See, one homogeneous awareness he attains. That is the meaning. In 20th, Phalam has given. In 22 and 23, the qualifications of Vairagyam is stressed here. Unless a seeker gets detached from sensual pleasures, it is difficult to get self-knowledge. Unless a seeker get detached to sense pleasures, sense pleasure, self-knowledge is not possible. So self-knowledge, one who can control the impure mind, that mind which run after the sensual pleasures all the time, that person can never get Atma-jnana. He has to withdraw the mind. The self-controlled person, kama, krodha, he has to control. 22, 23, you see, yehi samsparshaja bhogaha dukkhayonaya evate. How he got vairagyam? No, vairagyam vandada gnanam varum. Gnanam vandada vairagyam varum. Eppadi enna? Because he knows the defect of these sense pleasures. Dukkha mishritam, atruptikaratvam, bandhakatvam. They are all mixed with sorrow. They all bound the person. All pleasures. One way or other. Some pleasures by coming they give happiness. Some pleasures by going they give happiness. Some pleasures by coming they give unhappiness. When you eat rasgulla, sugar shoots up. Pleasure only, but pain comes. Some pleasures by going they give unhappiness. Therefore he knows samsparshaja bhogaha. All these pleasures are born out of sense pleasures, sense organs contacting with the sense objects. So they are all adyantavantaha, dukkhayonayaha. They are potentially having dukkha. Their potential nature is dukkha. Adi antavantaha. They have beginning and end. Therefore, you bear shaknotiha. Iha eva yaha shodhum shaknoti. Before long leaving this body, whoever control his kama, krodha, buddhavam, vegam. The arrival of desire, illegitimate, immoderate desires, and that controlling the krodha, anger, whoever controls kama, krodha, vegam, saha, sukhi naraha. That means what? Who are all having desires, they are not happy, they are not having sukham. Who are all having anger, they are also not happy. Sollanuma? So, that is, vairagyam should come. So therefore, kama, krodha, you have to renounce first. How can you renounce? First renounce kama, krodha automatically will go away. Both are twins. Then 24, 25, 26 he gives videha mukti. Yontas sukhontara ramaha tadhantar jyotirevayah sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutodi gacchati. While living he is a jivan muktaha. Jivan mukti. Swamini, jivan mukti while living itself will get. People have doubt. Mukti anna, in Vishishtadvaita, mukti means you have to die first. Swarga Vasal will be opened in the Vaikuntha Ekadasi day. Paramapada Vasal. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும், இங்க விடணும் இந்த பாடி. அதுதான் அவங்களுக்கு மோக்ஷம்னா, முக்தி என்ன. Here the ஜீவன் முக்தி என்ன அர்த்தம்? அந்த ஜீவன் என்னன்னு while living is the meaning. While living itself you have to attain ஞானம். That is called jivan mukti. Then that person when he leaves the body, say jivan muktaha, the liberated person while living, when he leaves the body, he is called videha muktaha. That is why Janaka name is called Videha Raja. Videha Raja, while carrying this body itself, he knows that I don't have body. That is why he is called Videha Raja. Deham kadiyad enakku, I am Atma. அங்கிற ஞானம் இருக்கு. நமக்கு அகம் தேகான்னு ஞானம் தான் இருக்கு. உள்ளமா வந்துடும், விதேக ஞானம் வந்துடும். So he is called Videha Mukta. Jivan Mukta alone, when he leaves his body, prarabdha exhaust, leaves the body, he got what? Brahma Nirvana means Videha Mukti. That's the Videha Mukti. Labhante Brahma Nirvanam Rishayah Kshira Kalmashaha. Because all papams gone, there is no remaining Sanchita karma or Agami karma for this Jnani to give birth. That's why Kshira Kalmashaha. Whose Kalmashas, impurities, Punya Papa burned down. Chitva Chinna Dvaidha Yatatmanaha. They have destroyed the duality here itself. And Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha. They always revel in their what? In the well-being of others. In the well-being of others, they always revel. And 26th he finished, Kama Krodha Vyuktanam Yatinam Yatachetasam Abhito Brahma Nirvanam. So Vidita Jnana Gnata Atma, just as the known rope will not cause fear, unknown rope cause fear. Unknown rope is what? Snake. Known rope will not cause fear. Therefore, unknown Atma is the cause for Janana Marana Samsara. Known Atma is the cause for Mukti, Ananda. உனக்கு துக்கம் இருக்குன்னா ஒரே ஒரு அடையாளம் ஒன்றும் இல்லை. I am having some pain, mental pain, agony. That dukkha is just because of sheer identity with the body-mind complex. அவ்வளவுதான், ஒரே ஒரு வார்த்தை. I own up this body-mind complex as myself. I have to pay the price. Dukkha, all problems will come. Samsara. I disown this body-mind complex. Intellectual cognition. Mukti anna only intellectual cognitions. Try to understand. That intellectual cognition take place. I am muktaha, ever muktaha. This body, mind caused pain, dukkha will not touch me. Kama Krodha Vyuktanam Abhitaha Brahma Nirvanam Vartate Viditatmanam. The one who knows the Atma, he is free from Ajnataham Dukkha Hetuhu, Gnataham Sukha Hetuhu. Sukham Venuma, Dukkham Venuma. யாருக்கு வேணும் சுவாமினி துக்கம்? இதெல்லாம் என்ன இந்த மாதிரி கேள்வி வேண்டானா. அம்மா சுகம் வேணும், ஆனாலும் சுகம் ஹேத்து அது வேண்டாமோ? சுகம் வேணும், சுக ஹேத்து, the cause for sukha also we have to acquire. We have to vote for that. What? Gnata aham. I have to know aham brahmasmi. So therefore come to Saturday class. Then he says the next 27, 28, these two shlokas, very nice to listen. Swamini, how to get this? We are attending your class from long time. Still dukkham irukena. See, Atma Jnanam is not a revolution all of a sudden. Like a flash. Like news they say, no, here is a flash. One gold medal we got, no, here is a flash news. 10 gold medals we got somehow. So what is our gold medal here for Vedantic students? Mukti, Jivan Mukti is the gold medal. All other medals are not medals at all. So therefore, these habitual notions, no, Sarira Bhavana, very, very powerful. In spite of Shravanam, Mananam, long time I listen, also And the habitual vasanas orientation will not go that much easily. However much I listen, Purnamadaha, Chappal, Potnudane, I am Jiva. I am an ordinary housewife, I am a husband, I am an officer, I am an employee. All this will come in the mind. And all the up and downs problems will trigger, not ordinary, triggers, hammer. நான் வேண்டான்னு சொல்லிட்டே இருக்கேன் சுவாமி, வந்துட்டே இருக்கேன் மனுஷக்குள்ள. அவள ஃபோர்ஸ் வெளி they are coming. Why? Because of our attachment, long, no? Janma's attachment, that is called viparita bhavana. Viparitama irka, so powerful. That's why some people will come to conclusion. சுவாமி நீங்க சொல்லிட்டே இருங்கோ, ஏதோ கொஞ்சம் திருப்திக்காக வரோம், நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரில எனக்கு அந்த வர மாதிரி எனக்கு தெரியல. They come to conclusion. இதுதான் விபரீத பாவனை, habitual orientation. And we come to conclusion, this is புரியாத விஷயம், this is out of our topic, நமக்கெல்லாம் புரியாத விஷயம். Some people come to conclusion. It is impossible. In spite of listening, in spite of lot of doubts are cleared, still it is there. Lord Krishna says, come to 6th chapter, meditation, I will teach you nididhyasanam, contemplation. To assimilate the teaching, you have to dwell upon the teaching consistently for a length of time. That is called contemplation, nididhyasanam. You have to do, there is no other way. For only Uttama Adhikari, who is having Karpura Buddhi, that student only can say Aham Brahmasmi in the class itself. Not to the teacher, to himself. Aham Brahmasmi. There is no doubt for me. Whatever my Guru says from the Shastra, it is a fact. It is possible for only Uttama Adhikari. The Uttama Adhikaris are very, very rare. Maximum are Manda Madhyama Adhikaris. So therefore, we have to understand, he says, he gives the ground here for meditation, contemplation. Sparshan krutva bahirbahyan chakshushchaivantare bhruvoho pranapanau samau krutva nasabhyantara jarinau. Hey Arjuna, you must become a vidvat sannyasi by remaining in the grihastha and get this jnanam, get assimilation, become a vidvat sannyasi. How to assimilate? You keep the external object external. Don't allow them inside. Don't allow them inside. That means don't think about them all the time. Don't think about them and do pranayamam. Nasa abhyantara charina pranaha, you have to restrain. You have to control. Control means don't stop. Okay. Slow down. And withdraw your sense organs. Pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Yata indriyaha, yata manaha, yata buddhihi. The one who controls sense organs, the one who controls his mind, the one who controls his intelligence, intellect, buddhi. Munir moksha parayanaha, whose goal is moksha, the Vedantic seekers, who wants moksha, such a person, vigata ichha, free from desires, vigata krodhaha, free from anger, yaha sada mukta evaha. That person is here now itself liberated. So therefore listen and assimilate the teaching, also important. Therefore this person, whatever he performs, yajna tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram. Knowing me, finally, the Atma Swarupam, Paramatma, is me, the Jivatma, or one and the same, knowing me, the partaker of all rituals. The Paramatma is none other than who is the receiver of all the yajna phalams. Whatever you do, all received by me alone. The one who knows that Supreme Lord of all worlds, Maheshwaram, Who is the friend of all beings? Suhridam sarvabhutanam. Who is the friend of all beings? Who? Atma. Gnatva shantim richati. By knowing, he attained peace. He knowing Atma, which is available in all beings, he attains peace. So you want to know that Atma? Next class. Important shlokas, note down. Number 2, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15 to 29. Almost all. 2, 8, 9, 13, 14 and 15 to 29. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.